XRP. If I got $1 for every single time somebody hated me for talking about XRP, I could buy a whole lot of XRP with that. Jokes aside, man, every single time I post a video about this, the comment section goes crazy to both sides. And I've got a question straight up. Are you holding? Are you done holding? You gave up? Or have you never even gotten into it? I kind of wonder. Because I seriously do not understand the people with severe hatred or that do not understand my investment thesis. I'll lay it out for you guys again. Very flat, very simple. XRP went to $3-ish back in 2017. It went to about $2 in 2021. In that same time, Bitcoin went from 20 to 70,000. So times 3.5x. Ethereum went from what? 1,400 or something to 4,500. So let's also call that a 3x. XRP went from $3-4 to $2. And I think personally that it was mostly because of the lawsuit, because most projects would have died out completely if sued like this by the SEC. They were pretty high up there for being in such a massive lawsuit. And obviously, when you're not down that much, there's also not as much upside. Point being though, now the lawsuit is over, people don't understand that old projects, if they've got a tight community and the community is huge, and they were able to get massive pumps and massive excitement in earlier, that usually the next run, they do well again. The only question you might have is, will it do better than something else? For example, is it not better to focus on the AI narrative or gaming narrative or BRC narrative over XRP? Valid question. Sure. But there comes the equation of, do you like value or momentum more? Besides that though, seriously, there's nobody that can convince me that XRP will do bad. I can't take it. Like, it doesn't seem logical to me. And I might be wrong. I've been wrong sometimes. But usually, when it comes to these things, to me, it doesn't make sense. If you are selling to buy something else right now because you think it will go quicker, yeah, I get that. Completely respectable. You make your own decisions. But if somebody's selling to me, no, Dusty, it's going to go to zero. It doesn't make sense for this coin to go up. I just don't understand it. I can't see a world where over this bull run, XRP doesn't shake all of our minds. I think the guys at Ripple know it. I think the guys that have been building on the XP Ledger know it. It has to, and it will, as far as I'm concerned. It just, like Cardano, like a lot of these older projects, has a little bit strange of a curve. To give you guys an example here, if you take a look at the charts, right? All coins in this top list, Cardano, as an example, Polkadot, Polygon, ICP, many of them, they're down so much from their all-time high still. People don't understand. They think, Dusty, right now everything is pumping and my coin isn't. They think that this is peak bull market activity. We're so early into everything, ladies and gentlemen. We are not far into an altcoin season. Perhaps it is not even the real altcoin season yet. I've described it 1,000 times. We've seen hints of it because then you see all these coins across the board going up with crazy numbers. But remember, we had this back in May as well, May of 2023, where a lot of the meme coins popped off and some altcoins had a nice field day. It was not a full-blown altcoin season though. It was a meme coin season, a meme coin phase. And that might be what we're seeing right now, which very often translates over into altcoin season as people notice, wow, we can go for anything, and then everything starts to run. But back then, we weren't in full-fledged bull market vibes yet, which we are right now. And you can see right here, we are in extreme greed. And matter of fact, the greed that we are seeing right now is actually kind of unbeknown, or to be a bit more specific, just the numbers in terms of, yeah, like I said, greed and excitement are potentially higher than we've ever seen before, specifically for Bitcoin. And to a certain extent, that's quite frightening, but I would say it's still just the start, really. I often like to point back at this altcoin season index of sorts. And right now, yes, we are exciting. You know, it's looking excited, whatever. But realistically, the highs that we're seeing right now in terms of hype and everything, it ain't as high as it will be in a few months. Point being, man, if your bags are not up just quite yet, just know that the real run hasn't hit. And some people are getting lucky with some things left and right. But over time, over the next few months, it's going to be hard to not get lucky. Right now, some guys tripled, quadrupled, maybe made a 10x on some memes here and there. But things like Cardano, which are not, my main focus anymore, there's no way in this world, in my opinion, that Cardano won't still do some massive numbers. There's no way, in my opinion, that Ethereum won't still do another massive run. Because do you guys think Bitcoin will stop at 62 and never go higher than that? I don't think so. I think Bitcoin can easily go past 100,000, go past 150,000, or at least go to, let's just say as a baseline, 120,000, so double from here. And that would also mean Ethereum, as the ETFs come in closer and closer, can still at least go to $10,000. Solana, in my opinion, will see $1,000. XRP, in my opinion, will see $10. And I think the disbelief to some people is just because they don't understand how crazy a bull market can get. If you're telling me, like I said earlier, Dusty, a bull market, I understand. Solana, I believe, Ethereum, I believe, just not XRP, it's fine. Just go for something else. It's all fine, all good. But people telling me, no, it's going to zero. These coins cannot do it. You have to stick with only that. No. The reason I'm not all in on AI coins is purely for that. Because it's more of a hyped up thing. Not NVIDIA is pumping so hard. OpenAI is coming in with new things. AI coins are hot. But it could be that in a month or so it stops and the gain season is over. Whereas with these fundamental coins that have been around for such a while, they will, in my opinion, go up guaranteed as altcoin season flows harder and harder, but slightly at a slower pace. They'll be creeping up a little bit more until the season hits and then see those 40-50% gains a day, but in a more guaranteed fashion as with a hyped up sector, which could definitely have an 80% correction tomorrow and wouldn't be too wild. Whereas with these things, I think in a massive altcoin season, you see it happen a lot less, that they go down a lot unless Bitcoin, of course, crashes massively. Having said that, no, I'm still buying a ton of different altcoins. It's not the point here. Point mostly being, I think the guys, I'm getting even a little itch. I think the guys are waiting to announce a lot of cool things when it comes to some of these major cryptos for when the altcoin season is even heavier. Because once more, most devs, most guys in the foundations behind these projects, they know the crypto market even better than we do. I would say I have good connections. I think I have some of the best connections in the game. But you always know there's a layer or 5 above you still, right? There are a lot of guys, for example, in the Cardano Foundation who know exactly how to time their news to get the best effectivity. With the XP Ledger Foundation, with Ripple, RippleX, whatever the names are of those things, they probably have a very good understanding of when to best announce their announcements. Solana, if you meet people from Solana, you know already, these guys are so sneaky because they know there's going to be freaking, in my opinion, massive runs for Solana still happening. And a lot of those guys from Solana I meet, they always just say, buy Solana. And the last time I heard one of those guys say it, it was like at $30 or so. I should have listened even more, huh? Should have gone completely all in. I made a big bet on Solana, but I didn't go as hard as I would have if I didn't think they were like jokesters. But the point is, many of those guys believe in Solana to the fullest. They go only for Solana because they know, even though you can definitely make more gains on a different coin here and there, left and right, they understand that the guys behind it are smart and they will probably do what's best for the coin and will keep running it up. I think with XRP the same. If Ripple was really, let me just say it like this. Ripple, they're smart peoples. The guys behind XRP, they're smart peoples. They probably know how to make sure this project gets some good traction going. And I still believe in that philosophy. Can I be wrong? For sure. But I don't see a world where it doesn't go for a massive run as the altcoin season picks up. So I'm not selling it. But if you are, completely understand, no hard feelings. I'm not the XRP freaking commandant. I don't give a shit if anybody buys or sells. I just don't like people being critical over me having an opinion. Like I said, you can disagree with my opinion. I don't really mind that. But I sometimes feel as if people think, oh, he's saying something nice about a coin. He's a freaking, and they start going mad. But it's just, as I said before, a matter of everybody has a different thesis. This is mine. And I personally don't see a way in which XRP won't do crazy numbers. But then I look at the comments and I'm like, damn, am I the only one thinking that? Last thing I'll say, and I see that in the comment section as well, it's just be patient. And I know for a lot of people that's like nearly impossible to say, right? Because it's been so long since people have to be patient for. But in my opinion, $10 initial goal of mine. If it doesn't hit $10, then I'll be disappointed. But I still believe it should happen over time. If you only have one specific coin, I don't think you're in a really good position right now. It's always wiser to diversify. Some people, I look at the comments, right? He says, I went all in on XRP for the sole reason that the government held it hostage. Those guys were doing something behind the scenes, so I expect something big. I'm old though, so I don't have 10 years to wait. Again, to which I would say, never go all in. But, man, we've got the XRP ETF coming up. We've got the mutual understanding that XRP is properly regulated in comparison to a lot of others. It doesn't make sense for it to not get a lot of massive interest. Why do people say it's dead, move on? I don't understand people. And you know what's even more interesting? Just imagine for a second, what if the Ethereum ETF gets denied, but the XRP ETF gets approved? I don't want to say much except for putting that out there. Some food for thought. If that were to happen, would be extremely interesting for XRP. But Ripple eventually is going to go public, and I talked about it in my manipulation video, where if you think Ripple's manipulating it, eventually you can go for Ripple stock really easily. And then if you say, no, Ripple really just wants to sell XRP to make profit. Okay, go for Ripple stock instead of XRP then, because apparently they've got a really good system. The SEC case is going to be fully over at some point. ETF coming in, Ripple going public, new massive things for the XP Ledger. I don't know. I got my bags packed. And again, I'm not in a hurry to sell it at all. It's just been passively sitting, and I don't need to move it. I don't need to touch it. I don't need to do much with it. And I'm very happy to do so. I'm patient. If you really want to get even more gains, so smaller moves, buy 2x or 3x leveraged coins, as I said before. But yeah, it's my opinion. Just wanted to quickly share that.